cartel got me working for the big faces. Federale got my car full of brick cases. Hit the pen with a grin, there ain't no faking. I was picked to my back for my shoelaces. Got out, should've seen the look on their faces. All jealous cause your boy stacking hella paper. Set up by the crew, they done put a banger in the trunk of my car and left me to hang there. No thing, then attorney went and beat the case. Got a job digging holes for minimum wage. Had a dream that Kato said he proud of me. Stay here, don't leave, keep doing your thing. Quit the drugs, but you know I went back to selling. 6-time failing, I went back to prison. Got my head right, got my bread right. Push these weights like a kilo in a tailpipe. Trying to do right, I got a mission. Trying to give back to my boys in the prison. The old me's gone, I ain't never...
Hey, what's up guys? My name is JC. I am Wrong Strong. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss nothing. If you're part of my crew, mi familia, mi raza, you already know. Súbanse a la Suburban. Let's get this video on the road. What's up, raza? What's up? Most unusual prison I've been to. And I've been to quite a few. 51 grams of protein. Wasn't getting that in this prison. Most unusual prison that I've been to. By far, it has to be the Phoenix County Jail. Alright, let's get my review. You know, cause I'm that dude that goes to the prison and I tell you if you get 2 thumbs up or 2 thumbs down, 5-star review. Let's get this. Intake. Intake is very clean at 4th Avenue Jail. Very clean, very fast. Fastest intake I've ever been in. If you're not being a dick, they get you in a unit like in 10 hours. That's fucking fast. Ask anybody that's been to a county jail how long it takes them to process and get into a unit. Usually it takes almost 24 hours. 10 hours is pretty fast. So they get 2 thumbs up. And motherfucking intake. But most unusual is this. So they had these tents outside and it was like 130 degrees outside and they had like fans blowing, but it would just blow fucking hot air onto you, so it was fucking hot. I have actually done time in Tent City, I've done time in the Durango, and I've done time in the 4th Avenue Max jail. Man, it takes the prize for most unusual because there's so many things going on when I went into this prison that I really didn't even know what the fuck was going on. For one, the Korean war tents. I felt like I was in a fucking, one of those camps where they're fucking like torturing people. Then you have the pink underwear, the pink socks, the pink shirts. I really didn't care. I mean, I could rock pink, you know? But most unusual, the Mexicans are split in half. They have the paisas, like Mexican born, and they have the Chicanos born. And they're split. Very unusual. Most unusual is that inmates get to eat only 2 meals that are meatless a day. So now you tell me, you're walking around in 130 degree weather, you're fucking hungry. What could go wrong, right? But this is the most unusual part of all this, and then I'll get into my story. So, you only get 2 meals a day, and they're meatless. So in the morning you get a bag lunch with a couple of pieces of bread, some milk, peanut butter and jelly, or some cheese. Depends on what you get. The sheriff always talked about it on TV how his dogs ate better than the inmates. it's all junk food what they sell in their commissary there, but if you don't have money to buy at least somewhat a little bit of food, you are gonna be one hungry motherfucker because you are starving by the time it hits 6 o'clock and it's time for dinner and you just got your sack lunch at like 6 in the morning. But like I said, here's a kicker and the most unusual part. So they don't feed you, right? And on TV, there's only one channel, and it's the cooking channel. And I would watch people sit there and look at the TV almost like sad, hungry, I don't know. But I never sat down and watched that shit because that shit was fucking straight torture. Who would want to do that shit? Watch the Food Network while you're fucking starving. So I walk into the unit, right? I get there. And for the first time in my life, I hear the for the first time in my life, I hear the word wood. And somebody keeps shouting wood, wood, wood. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I turn around and it's this white boy on the door. And they had me on the max security level at the 4th Avenue. I go up to the door and I'm like, what's up? He thought I was white, but I don't know why. And then, you know, I started making my way through the unit, pretty much seeing who was who, you know, and shit like that. Shout out to Monster from Hollywood. What's up, dog? That's my dog right now. That's my dog right there. He looked out for me when I was there. So, yeah, man. Started making my rounds, trying to talk to people, the paisas, the Chicanos, everything. And, you know, like it's like what I told you guys. In Chicago was very, very different compared to like Arizona and other places. Well, I recognized a couple of the black dudes that I knew from the streets in Chicago. So I went to their table and I just sat down. And all the AZ guys got up and the Mexican guys got up and they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, you can't sit there, man. And I was like, what? You can't sit there. It's just rules. And I was like, man, these motherfuckers have it segregated over here like a motherfucker, you know? And I mean, it's like I said, it was even more segregated when I found out that, you know, the paisas Mexicans split up in half. It's fucking crazy. But like I said, it was the most unusual prison, man, because, I mean, you went in and it looked really clean, it looked really nice, and then you're fucking like thrown out in these tents and it's like old and the food's garbage. And I get it completely, I get it. You did a crime, this is not a resort, this is not a hotel. But come on, guys, there's still like some kind of like human rights that motherfuckers need to have, even if they're criminals or not. Like there's still some kind of like line you have to draw to treat people. I don't know. My name's JC. I am Wrong and Strong. Hey, don't judge nobody. Stay in your lane. Live savage. And remember, you only have one life to live. Why the fuck would you want to spend it in prison? I'll catch you guys on the rebound.